I like making unique videos, specifically on photography aspects that are not present on any other YouTube channel. This is a Nikon D500 sensor. There you go. Yeah, perfect working order. Is that a digital sensor? Because it's digital photography, right? No, in fact, it's not. This is the interesting fact about digital cameras. I watched a YouTube video where someone was interviewing one of the head executives of Tower Jazz sensors. Tower Jazz acquired most of the Panasonic sensor chipworks in Japan. It's an Israeli-based company. He was interviewing him, and he was asking, of course, about digital cameras. And then the Tower Jazz executive, he said analog sensors, and the interviewer, in his ignorance, and it's okay, it's the same ignorance that basically everybody else had, said, "What do you mean analog sensors?" He said, "You're talking about, that's a digital camera. What do you mean analog sensors?" And he goes, "Well, all the sensors that we make are analog sensors. That's how we would refer to them." And then the guy said something like, "What do you mean? That's digital photography sensors." I forget which specific camera model it was, but he said, well, he had to educate the guy. He said, well, all sensors for digital cameras are analog sensors. What occurs afterwards, of course, is analog to digital conversion. And of course, this is what I've mentioned 1,000 times, talking about AD converters. Yeah, you see this sensor that's sitting here? That's an analog sensor. In every digital camera, be it Sony, Nikon, Canon, Fujifilm, etc., those are all analog sensors. Yeah, this would be like one of those times where you beat a film person over the head. You know, they talk about digital photography. He said, I do analog photography. I said, what are you talking about? That's a digital camera in your hand. No, 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 no. Excuse me, sir. When you shoot film, do you take the negatives and scan them into your scanner? Yes, I do. Well, that's analog to digital conversion. You see, this digital sensor here, that's analog. It registers light in an analog fashion. It actually registers in microvolts. You know, the amount of light, and of course there's a color filter array over each little photo site. And then what occurs, just like you with your film negatives that scans them in, on the back of the sensor, which you probably can't see it very well, yeah, that chip works. That's the analog to digital conversion. Yes. So, girlfriend, every digital sensor in every digital camera is an analog sensor. Yeah? You just use that, like, you run into people that love to shoot film, and I would still shoot film if it were a large format. But say, no, 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 no. All digital photography is analog photography. Yeah, isn't that pretty? You get up really close on that, right? Yeah, that's an analog sensor. I thought that was so funny. I replayed that in the video interview where he's interviewing the guy from Tower Jazz. He goes, what do you mean analog sensor? That's a digital sensor. No. It says these are analog sensors that go into those cameras. The conversion from analog to digital occurs ab extra to the sensors that we manufacture. I thought that was so funny. Learn something new every day. At least you try to. You should.